Today, we're going to make a hamburger, but first, I have rules. I must tell you to hit that little thumbs up button and like the video. I must tell you to share the video on Facebook. I should also tell you that Facebook has banned my URL, nevertrustaskinnychef.com, because they believe, by their community standards, that I am fat shaming. So there's an alternative URL you can go to. It's called whatdoyoufeedtoanakedlady.com. And apparently naked ladies, if they're not skinny, are not fat shaming and are allowed on Facebook. So use either URL, they're interchangeable. As you'll see today, I'm wearing a stained t-shirt and I have no trousers on. It's 30 degrees in Berlin, which for you in the United States means over 90. So you're lucky I'm even wearing clothes at all, because if Ahmed were not here filming a video, I would not even have gone this far. It would be socks just to keep my footprints off the kitchen floor. All right, today we're gonna make a burger. When I first came to Berlin, Germany, I was taken to a restaurant called The Bird, and I was told this is the best burger you will ever have. It was positively the worst burger I have ever had in my life. It was a huge piece of half raw meat, cooked badly, dumped on an English muffin with crap American cheese and ketchup. If you have any respect for the fact an animal has given up its life so that you can have a burger, you will not put either that American plastic or tomato frosting on your burger. Both are an abomination begun by Ray Kroc because he was using the same meat that went into pet food. Think about that for a minute. All right, now on with our show. One of the first steps to creating an amazing burger that does not contain orange plastic or tomato frosting is to caramelize mushrooms and onions. We begin with the mushrooms. It's in a mixture of butter and olive oil. You're going to let these go until they're almost cooked, and then we'll add the onion, because the onion does not take as long to cook down. Never salt these while they're cooking. Brings out too much water, ruins the texture. All right? Okay. You can see the mushrooms have cooked down about halfway. We're going to add one very large onion in, because we've got two burgers here, and the onion will cook down enormously. So we want a lot of it. This is half of our flavor, umami. I do not read any of the comments you put on YouTube, but I do get the personal comments you have sent to my website, and I did want to respond to a couple of them. Yes, I know my hair is getting too long and it's falling on my forehead. Thank you so much for letting me know. We're having limits on the amount of people in a barbershop at any one time, so it'll be a couple of weeks before I get a haircut. But thank you so much, Bob in Arizona, for telling me my hair is too long and I look ungroomed. I am sharing my secret sauce. I have used this in 4 different restaurants and no one ever could figure out what was in it. You will be the first people to actually know. It's the simplest thing on earth. You need a sugar-free mayonnaise. That means no Hellmann's. Find a sugar-free mayonnaise, preferably with a decent oil. Canola oil is just absolute garbage. Corn oil is garbage. You know, try to get an olive oil that's 100% if you can. It'll cost a fortune, but it's worth it. Half as much mayonnaise, or half as much mustard as mayonnaise. I can't talk today. And then a little bit of soy sauce. You mix these together, and it enhances the beefiness of your burger. It does not mask it with some nasty Thousand Island dressing a la McDonald's. Remember, Ray Kroc was using dog food. That's why he had to cover up the flavor of the meat. You can see my hands are a little greasy as I'm forming these patties. That's a good thing. You want your hands to be greasy. That way the meat doesn't stick. Also, Ahmed bought stew meat, which doesn't have much fat. So I added a lot of melted butter to the meat in order to give it a little bit of fat. See how big these buns are? You want your patty to be a little bit bigger than your bun. So you take your knife, or in this case, your cleaver, because I'm an Asian savage apparently. That'll probably get me banned from some social media. And you make marks in it until you flatten the patty. This accomplishes 2 things. It allows you to make the burger thinner so that it is bigger than the bun. And when it cooks, it stays the same size as the bun. It also keeps the burger from puffing up in the center, which is a big problem. You've seen that at restaurants. There's a lot of lazy restaurant chefs out there. And when you've got your patty where you want it, And it doesn't have to be a perfect brown. Use a lot less salt than I just did. That was a mistake. We'll fix that later. All right? Ah, it was the poor side. That'll be my burger. I need the salt. You want to get a very hot skillet. Cast iron is ideal. If you don't have one, get one at your hardware store. And, ooh, that's my burger. The funny shape indicates the extra salt. That's Ahmed's. All right? Cook them for about 2 minutes on each side. You do not want them well done, unless you're Arthur, in which case you want it well done. You're going to put steak sauce on it anyway, and there's no hope for you any longer. You can see they're already getting a little gray around the edges. Time to flip. We got a little bit of caramelization there. There'll be more on the flip side. There we go. All right, about another 2 minutes, and these are ready to make our sandwich. Okay, we're going to dress our buns. You can see I am being generous with the sauce, and always take it to the edge. It's another lazy restaurant thing where they only put the sauce in the middle of the bun, and you've got dry edges. I hate dry edges. Then shredded lettuce. This is one dish I will use iceberg lettuce for. Normally iceberg, not my favorite, but for a burger it's great. These are some golden tomatoes. The golden tomatoes are slightly lower in acid than the red tomatoes, and they are wonderful in any kind of sandwich, and I cut them very badly. So cut yours badly, and you can be just like a professional chef who's paid the big bucks to do this kind of shit. I'm going to add the beef patties, which are now really medium well because Ahmed was afraid of rare. And we're going to mound just masses of caramelized onions and mushrooms on top. This is the stuff that dreams are made of. Don't hesitate in using a lot of it, just like the sauce. We want to enhance the flavor. There we go. This is the finished product. It looks absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to see how I do eating this because I'm not a big beef eater. In fact, I don't think I've had any in more than a year. But let's take a bite and see what we've got. It's messy as hell. That's a good thing. Wow.